Hi, welcome to my EdLab project, where I'm going to tell you all about my project on the language of clay and how this can be related to poetry. Back in December, I was very keen to understand how clay can be used in order to create and express different forms of language, and how we can use this to show children how they can use clay in order to create new forms of communication. To start with, we all got a piece of clay and a random word. We was told to use this word and represent it visually through the clay. My word was face. As you can see, I'm not the best artist. However, it represents what I wanted to show in terms of its visual element, as you can clearly tell what it is that I am wanting to represent of the face. The face can communicate a number of different messages. For example, we can tell a person's feelings and emotions just through the look on their face. This in itself is a form of language, communicating to each other through emotions and feelings from the face. To develop this further in our second lesson, myself and a few other team members from our poetry group came together and shared our ideas on what we had learned. In doing so, I formed the connection that the language used in poetry can be used in physical forms, such as the clay. This was highlighted to me in our first task as a group. We all got some clay and used different words to describe what we saw. We then used these words in order to create different types of poetry. This seemed to be very creative and effective and allowed us to inspire our language and be able to be very creative in our work. When given the project of creating a lesson for a primary school, we wanted to use this format of using physical elements in order to create languages of poetry. In order to do this, we gave the children a task to pick out a physical object from a bag. Using this physical object, the children then had to use the given object to inspire them to create a poem. This poem was based on a number of things. It could either be based on Disney, beach, weather, anything that surrounded their object. This worked well with the children, as they all each completed their own individual poem. So the aims of the lesson to create poetry using physical objects was completed. For me, I think that our project fits in with Simon Nicholson's theory on play and communication. This is where my project comes to an end, as I now have a clear understanding of how the physical art of clay can be used in order to communicate language, and how this can be linked into the physical forms for inspiring the young children to create poetry in a written form of language. Thanks for watching and listening.